Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. I'm Mindy and this is See Mindy Mom, and today I'm going to show you a grocery haul and meal plan for my family of 5 for the week. I am wife to my husband Daniel, and we have 3 children ages 9, 6, and 5, and a week's worth of groceries needs to feed us dinner about 5 nights a week, and then breakfast, lunches, and snacks for my kids and I, and occasionally for my husband in there too, depending on what his schedule looks like. But that's what I'm working with, and when I do a budget grocery haul, I'm actually trying to cut what I would normally spend in a week on groceries in half. So if you want to see how I do that, stay tuned. Okay, you guys, a few days ago, I asked you via a community post on my channel whether or not you wanted to see a stock-up grocery haul or a budget grocery haul. And the budget grocery haul won, but no worries, if you want to see a stock-up haul, I'm probably going to do that in a couple of weeks. But about a month ago, I challenged myself to spend just $70 on a week's worth of meals for my family of 5, and I did that via Walmart grocery pickup. Now, that does not count, pantry staples like flour and salt and spices and things that you would have like condiments in your fridge. And I had like 3 or 4 items or so on hand that I needed to make the meals for us for that week, but for the most part I needed to purchase about 90% of what we were going to eat for that week, and I wanted to stay under a budget of $70. Well, this week a lot of those same rules apply. Again, if you are starting out fresh and you don't even have spices in your spice cabinet and you don't have anything because you've maybe recently moved or something, then you probably are going to have to add some money to your grocery budget till you get those kind of pantry and refrigerator staples built back up again. But I'm actually going to lower my budget even more. Normally I like to start out with kind of a cleaned out pantry, fridge, and freezer whenever I do this and have very little on hand, and that's not the case this time. I had a few things or a few more items than I would normally have when I do a budget grocery haul because my in-laws were in town last week and they went to the grocery store so they could make some stuff with the kids. So I had like some cheese and some dairy items still on hand. And the other thing is that my kids are back in school, and I did need to buy 1 or 2 things for lunch packing, but we still had a few lunch packing items on hand, and they eat the school lunch a couple times a week. So instead of shooting for $70, I'm actually shooting for $60 before tax, and that will need to feed my family breakfast, lunch, snacks, and dinner for the week. So I just left Aldi, and my total, well, I'm still in the Aldi parking lot, but my total before tax was $61.14, and then it was $5.21 of tax, so I spent $66.35, and this haul is going to feed my family for the week. So if you want to see what I got and you want to see what I'm making to make $60 worth of groceries stretch for a family of 5 for the week, then stay tuned. Okay, you guys, here's my Aldi haul, which I'll show you in just a second, but let me show you why I lowered my budget from 70 to 60. You see, I already have like some lunch meat in here for sandwiches, which normally I would have to buy. And I also, I don't know why it ended up down here, but I have a couple of packages of cheese, and normally I would need to buy that. And then a thing of sour cream I also needed, so I could strike that from my list. And then over here in the pantry, I have lunch things. I have some chips and I have some apple sauces, and we still have peanut butter and half a loaf of bread. So not that I would buy all of that if I was doing a grocery haul, a budget grocery haul, but not needing to buy bread and like a chip or a cracker or something for my kids, and not needing to buy cheese and lunch meat, like I would have easily spent probably $10 on that stuff. Maybe not those exact items that you saw, but I would have needed to spend a little money on something that would get us through the week for lunches, and I didn't need to, so I decided that I could do this week on $60. So we'll start over here. Some tortilla chips, some buns. I'm actually going to use these to make garlic toast, you guys. They make really, really good garlic toast, hamburger buns do. Tortillas, because my kids actually prefer to pack their sandwiches on tortillas. They'll put some turkey and some cheese on this and roll it up, and that's what they prefer to take in their lunches. A package of penne pasta. This is a 16-ounce package, so I'm going to use half of it for one recipe and half of it from another. Fall has arrived at Aldi, y'all, and they had the pumpkin spice K-Cups. These are only $3.89. The other seasonal flavor they have is, I think, salted caramel, and it's really good too, but I got some of those. And then I got some of these pumpkin Crispios, so I think it's like their generic Cheerio. Pumpkin flavored, I have not tried them. I don't know if the kids will like them or not. At first I was really turned off by it because it was 12 grams of added sugars, but the serving size is pretty large. That's for 1 1/2 cups, and normally a serving size of cereal is like 3/4 of a cup. So I thought that was a pretty decent deal. I'm going to try those. They might be really good on like some yogurt or something too, or just to snack on even without eating it as cereal. 2 cans of Great Northern beans, some diced tomatoes. I like to buy the ones that are seasoned. These are seasoned with basil, garlic, and oregano. Some pesto, a jar of pesto, a can of diced tomatoes and green chilies. This is like Rotel. Some tomato sauce, and some low sodium chicken broth. Over here, I did get some cottage cheese. My son and I love to snack on this. 1 package of Italian style shredded cheese, a thing of biscuits, some Parmesan cheese, freshly grated Parmesan cheese, 1 thing of cream cheese, half and half milk. These are some yogurts for me. I tried this one last time and really liked it. It's the pineapple coconut. It's like a pina colada yogurt. It's 130 calories. No idea how many points, but it was really good. But then I saw these and decided I would try them too. They're non-fat. They're 110 calories, and they have the fruit on the bottom. So thought I'd give those a try for myself. Meat over here, of course, turkey smoked sausage. You guys know we love this. I use it in a lot of recipes. A huge package of chicken breasts. Let's see. This is almost 4 pounds of chicken breast, and I'm going to actually use this for 3 different recipes. I actually only needed 1 pound of ground beef, but they don't sell it in 1 pound packages unless you buy like the grass-fed stuff, which is more expensive. So I actually will brown all of this, but I'll only use half of it. So I'll put the other half that I brown in the freezer for next week. 2 packages of broccoli florets. You guys, Brussels sprouts are on sale. I think they were only $1.29 for a package. So I'm going to roast some of these as one of our vegetable sides this week. And then fruits, I got some plums. These were on sale, and I have not had plums in forever. The kids will love that. Something new. Green grapes. Green grapes were cheaper than red grapes, so I got them. And then a bag of clementine oranges. Unfortunately, there are a couple in here that I did not notice are not real great, so I need to open this up and take those out because I feel like if there's one bad orange in there, it'll make the rest of them bad faster. I don't know. So anyway, that cost me about $61 plus tax, and I am going to use that plus the handful of things that I showed you to get my family through the week. So let me tell you what we're going to eat. Okay, you guys, let me just give you a quick rundown of how I plan to use that stuff to feed my family for the week. I won't go into too much detail on the dinners because I do plan to film a What's for Dinner video. I usually put those up on Sunday afternoon, so if you want to see some of these recipes that I'm talking about, you can tune into that. I do plan to make a recipe that my mother-in-law gave me years ago. It's called beef and biscuit casserole. I can't remember if I've included this in one of my What's for Dinner videos or not. She makes it a little bit different because she layers everything differently. I just cut up the biscuits and make it like a bubble up casserole. So we're having that. We're having 1 pan cheesy smoked sausage and pasta. That is a family favorite. I discovered this recipe last year. I've made it several times, but I will still include it in my What's for Dinner video this week. I'm trying a couple of new ones to us. With the chicken, I'm actually making 3 different meals. One of them, I will link the video up here in an iCard. It comes from Mrs. Dickinson 1910. She made it on her channel, and I thought it looked really good. It was a crock pot pesto chicken pasta, and that's something new for us because I haven't used pesto sauce in maybe ever. So I'm gonna make that in the crock pot, and I'm gonna save a little bit of the chicken for another night because I'm gonna make the chicken in the crock pot and then you make the pasta and mix it all up, but I'm gonna pull out some of the chicken that night because I'm going to make a garlic chicken pizza with it. And I prefer just to make my own crust because I have flour and water and baking soda. You can make a really basic pizza crust recipe with stuff that you probably already have on hand in the pantry, and I want to make like a really thin crust pizza. But I'm gonna try this garlic pizza sauce. I was going to do this a few weeks back, and then I ended up not needing this recipe, but it's like a white sauce, and I'm gonna use some of that shredded chicken to make like a garlic chicken pizza. And then I am going to try the creamy crockpot white chicken chili. This is what the Great Northern beans are for, and the Rotel and stuff. So this will be like a bean chili, but with chicken and white beans instead of, you know, pinto beans or chili beans. So that's what I'm making for dinner this week. And if you're thinking to yourself, you know, those recipes would never work for me, Mindy, because I'm on a special diet or I'm trying to lose weight, I am too. I'm counting calories to lose weight, and these are things that work for me with what I am doing. And honestly, some of these are things that I still made or would have made even when I was on Weight Watchers. You can make a lot of it work. For breakfast, it's kind of the usual suspects. We do have some eggs on hand still, toast, cereal, yogurt, fruit. We have all of that stuff. Lunches, I typically eat leftovers, or, the kids will eat leftovers, or they'll take their lunch. We have stuff for sandwiches like I showed you with the tortillas and the turkey. There's chips, there's fruit, there's all kinds of stuff for them to eat. And then snacks, it's sort of the same thing. You saw that I got some cottage cheese and, again, fruit. And then, of course, the veggies that you saw, I'll be serving on the side with our dinners as well. So that's how I plan to stretch my $60 worth of groceries, combined with the few things that I already had on hand, to make this a really good budget week for me, which just gives me a little breathing room with my grocery and consumables budget. And at the end of the month, if we have a little money left over, it's nice to float that into the next month, especially coming into the holiday season, or to put it somewhere else where we want to use it. So that's what I have for you guys today. Hopefully that gives you some ideas and, inspires you to take a look around at what you already have on hand, or to choose carefully the things that you're purchasing in the grocery store so that you can maybe cut just a little bit from your grocery budget this week. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, because it helps me know to keep making these. If you haven't subscribed already, please do leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys are making for dinner and how you maybe shave a little bit off of your grocery budget each week. You might be helping me or somebody else reading the comment section. As always, thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll check in really soon. Bye.